Australia. Wow. Julius from Arizona. Gregor from Slovenia. Ira from Bangladesh. Cam from Arizona. Peter from Los Angeles. Shaba from India. Ahmed from Toronto. Kenji, hey, how are you, Kenji from Singapore. Awesome. We actually have a very good show up rate today. So it's amazing to see people sign up for the webinar and do show up. You know, I love people who can commit, and it's always amazing to do a webinar with a full house, with a packed house. So basically today, I assume you guys can hear me loud and clear. Everything's good. Technical side is good. Let me check the recording is running on both computers. Okay, so we're ready to roll. Okay. Okay, so this webinar is about fast track to profit zone. Okay, and the reason I do this webinar, first I'm going to give you a few background. You know, I've been doing. We have about 60% people from the MPS members, and the other 40% people are new, who are not a member yet with us. So the MPS members know me pretty well. They know my background. So I'm going to do a little bit intro about my background. So I've been doing affiliate marketing or CPA marketing since 2009, and been doing good volume. And last 2 years, 2013 and 2014, you know, I had the revenue over $1 million per year. So, you know, when I was doing okay. You know, that was not bad. But you know, it happened this February. You know, I had to make a trip to China. I have never been back to China for a long time, so I need to visit my family, and so I spent a month there in China. I came from mainland China, and also when I came back, my wife, you know, she wanted to travel, so we booked vacation to Cuba for about 7 days. And so, you know, when I was traveling, when I was out of my office, I'm not really a travel person. I'm not like I really not a big fan of traveling. I don't like traveling, so I would prefer to stay at home and sitting in front of the computer. I don't mind sitting all day long here. So when I really travel, when I had to, like when I was in China, I basically have no internet connection to the major websites because it was blocked in China. So I cannot access Facebook. I cannot access Google. And it was a pain to even use remote servers to access my campaigns. You know, it was kind of like a wake-up call. I was running my business. I feel like, you know, I had all the freedom. I can get up whenever I want, and I can do whatever I want to at home, right? But when I really travel, I feel like kind of like I'm being pulled by something. So that was, you know, that was a bad feeling. You know, I know I was running business. I really didn't have a solid foundation, so to speak, for the past few years, even though the income was good, but something still was missing. And because of that, because I was traveling, I realized I really need to do something with my foundational income. So I have been actually doing the foundational income in the past. You know, I really I stick to one niche for a very long time. That's the BizUp niche. You know, I run BizUp for a long time. I had all the connections you can imagine. I have run basically all the offers you haven't seen. And once, you know, I move on to other niche, you know, the MPS members know is the gambling niche, which is my main niche right now. And I basically set up everything on autopilot for my BizUp niche. I wanted to run without me being there, without me checking the stats on a daily basis. So you know, I actually have a foundational income, but that foundational income is not really big enough. You know, probably, you know, 20–30% of my yearly revenue, which is not like a solid foundation. So when I traveled, I realized if I had a real good foundational income, I really don't need to worry about, you know, I cannot access the internet. What happens if my have one kind of shutdown? I need to get a credit card, those kind of stuff. I have to sit on my office to do that, right? But while I'm being away with the foundational income, I don't have to worry about all this stuff. So, with that, I realized I really need to focus a lot more on the foundational income for the next few months. So that's what I have been doing since I came back. From this, actually before I went back to China, I started my campaign on AdWords, and I did a training on that too. So I run AdWords, I run other traffic sources. I just wanted to make sure my foundational income can be really substantial. And to a degree, maybe it can replace my windfall income. I call this a windfall income. To me, is really windfall. It can be very good, right? It can be running, 5 figures a day, but it could be gone tomorrow. I'm going to be very honest here. Even you see me, hey, I'm doing, $100,000 this month, but next month could be very smaller, right? So this is because it's a windfall income. So I've been doing that since I came back, and I work a lot harder on the foundational income ever since. So I actually, a few weeks ago, I got into a new niche, because when I want to get into, expand my foundational income, I cut for the base of niche. I kind of like hit a ceiling. I used all the possible traffic sources, and I, had all the, pretty much have all the information I need. So I can only hit a certain level. So now, if I need to add more foundational income, I need to get into a new niche. So that's what I did, and I get into a new niche, and quickly make that niche, profitable. And as you guys can see, in the past few days, I shared the screenshots, and with a live recording, you can see all the income, which is okay. $4,000, $5,000 a day, which is not bad, right? And in the process, I discovered a new way to create a windfall income and turn that into foundational income strategy. So this is a new strategy I want to share with you guys, because whenever I have new fundings, when I have discovered some new strategies, I will share with my members. And this time I want to share with the Playroom members who are not paid members with me. But the information I'm going to share with you are really solid information. It's not hyped information. It's not page information. This webinar is not a page webinar. So all the information you see is actually all the training, like all the training I have done for my paid members. So if you are not a paid member with me yet, the training today you're going to get is 100% solid training. Okay, no hype, no fabricated information. Everything you see is what I'm using to grow, get into niche and grow to 4 figures a day. Okay, so I also sent out a survey, and you guys fill out, tell me a lot of information what you want. So basically, the number one question people asking is actually how you can get into the niche and make it work. Basically, they want a blueprint. So that's how I designed today's presentation, today's training, to be the blueprint. Okay, I'm going to give you the full blueprint how I actually pick this niche and got into this niche and make this niche work. Okay, so today you're going to have everything you will need when you want to get into a niche and make it work for you. Just give me a quick sec here. I think we have a member have a question. Jan, you had trouble getting any sound. Try a different computer if possible. And if you connect use your phone, you can try to call in. There's a phone number on the webinar information, and I hope you can sort that out. If you can, just to try to disconnect and connect in again. Okay. Yeah, Lee said you had to exit and come back. It will work. Okay. All right. So the blueprint, so that will be today hours training. We'll focus extensively on the blueprint, the full process I use to do this, okay? So the first step is the market selection. You have to know which market you want to get into. Obviously, you want to get into a market that works. You don't want to get into a market that won't make you much money. So that's the first thing you have to pick what's hot and what's converting. When it's converting, it becomes hot. So basically everybody running that because it's working. So that's why you want to get to this kind of niche. Now, here's what I did. There's multiple ways. There are probably hundreds of ways to do market research. I also taught a lot of market research ways I've used in the past. But what I'm going to show you today is actually just the way I use to get into this niche. And the process I use is the exact process I used. Okay. So first, I talk with your affiliate manager because I want to get into a new niche. What I would do, I talk with my affiliate manager and ask him, hey, what's working now? What's hot right now? What's everybody's promoting, and what offer is doing the largest volume you have in your network? So also need to pay attention. Each network has their own focuses. Now, for Mondo Media, they specialize in mobile offers. And for Convert2 Media, they have diet, scan, rebuild, those kind of offers. And if you are a newbie, you probably want to try ClickSure. ClickSure is, has basically right now they have the CPA offers. It's all about the binary options. And ClickBank, you all know ClickBank. ClickBank has tons of offers and basically has all the niches you want. So it can also be a good start for the beginners. JVZoo has most internet marketing related offers. So you need to know which network has what kind of offers. When you talk with your affiliate manager, you kind of have an idea, what kind of offers they're focusing on. Okay, you do not want to go to Mondo ask for a skin offer because they are not doing that at all. So basically, you need to talk with your affiliate manager. You might want to talk with a few of them and find out what is working in their network. They also, most of the networks also send out emails, or they have a Facebook page, and they post every weekly top converting offers. You can also go to that kind of pages and check which one is converting. The other thing is some of the CPA networks, they show the top performing offers on their panel. They will tell you which offer is converting the best, which is, they show the top EPCs. Now this is a screenshot. You can see the top EPCs, and if you look at these offers, obviously if the EPC is good, meaning it's converting pretty good, right? For those of you who are not familiar with the EPC means earnings per click. Basically, it means this offer receives, let's say it receives 1 click. If this 1 click converts to 1 sale, now if the offer converts pays at $40, so basically that click is worth $40. So the EPC will be worth $40, which is pretty high, right? Now if you look at this EPC here. This one, Rapid Repair Upsell, step to US, it has an EPC of $12.94, which, okay, this offer might pay let's say pay $40, okay? To get an EPC of $12, you only need what, 3 clicks. So that means you have 3 clicks, and 1 click will be converted to 1 sale. Now this offer must be converting very good. So this kind of metrics you can look at when you want to find a hot offer, a converting offer. You check certain information, and then you will talk with your affiliate manager and gather more information, like which country this is running good, what traffic people are using, right? So there are a few things you want to pay attention to, and network service makes a big difference. Normally for me, I work with probably let's say 10 networks, and all the 10 networks recognize me, recognize the name, and I probably I have been top affiliates for their network, so they do give me some special treatment. But the thing is, even this for me, sometimes I still don't get the best service, like fast service. So when I talk with affiliate manager, maybe the affiliate manager is very busy with something else, so he might not be able to get back to me like after 3 days. That's not what I want. What I want is if I ask something, I want to get it right away. So what happened was I talked with the affiliate manager. I told him I want to try a no niche, and now tell me which one is converting, which country is doing good. So I haven't heard back from him for like a few days. So then I moved on to another network, and because that network, I asked a message, I got back right away. So I started working with them. So when you want to talk with affiliate managers, you want to try different people. You don't want to stick with one affiliate manager. I know, if you're being loyal to them is good, but if you don't get the service, you need to change. You need to move on to somebody else. And also, I talk a lot about focus, 100% focus. And this is not actually against the focus, because when you want to do a niche, when you want to get into a niche, and you first want to make sure you already hit a ceiling of your past niche, okay, of your last niche. I told you earlier, for my base of niche, I basically hit a ceiling. I can no longer grow it. So what I need to do is get into a new niche, okay? And I'm not like diversified all over the place. I only get into this niche because this niche is working, and I still want to maximize my earnings in this niche, okay? The other thing also, if you have some preferences, if you like, I don't want to run rebuild, I don't want to run base up, I don't want to run gambling, whatever preference you have, it's your own. It's your own. I mean, that's your choice. But if you want to make money, you probably want to follow where the money is. So because now I'm showing you a way to get the most of whatever possibility there. So you might want to follow the money. In this case, you might want to get abandon what past. I say this because some people feel a little bit against their belief. They want to run rebuild offers. I know we do have different beliefs. So that's fine. But if you want to make money, you follow the money. So that's where the money is right now. That's just my opinion. Okay. And also when you want to, this is sign number 3. When you want to get a new offers, and you can use Facebook Ad Buyers Group. There are multiple such groups out there on Facebook. You can join these groups and ask for, do you have whatever offers? If you do, you will get a lot of people actually approach to you, including some very active affiliate managers, and you probably want to do business with them. Okay. This is only the beginning. You want to talk with your affiliate manager to gather some intel about what's working. So next step, you need to go to a place to verify if this information is true. Of course, most of them are true, but I want to go to Google or Bing, and I want to see if affiliates are running on Google or not, because I love to check on Google. Google is not an easy place to run, right? If someone is running on Google, it's a sign like this one is making, this guy, this person is making foundational income from Google, because Google is very steady, and you can run on Google for month and month, maybe years, and run the same campaign. You still get a daily steady income, day in and day out. Okay, so I will go to Google, and I will search for a broad keyword. If the affiliate manager told me, hey, Garcinia is converting pretty good, so I will go to Google and search for it. Okay, I will see if there's someone running that. And also, as I told you this earlier, you need to ask your affiliate manager what the traffic sources they're using. Most of people are using Facebook, Google, Display Network, or Google Search, and also some content network. Okay, so that's fine. I know this information is good enough. And here's one example. I actually went to Google and did a search, and Garcinia. Okay, I did the search, and I see actually the top 3 ads. 2 of them are affiliates, and this is a very good sign. This is working. Okay, and they are running on Google probably for some time. It doesn't matter actually how long they have been running on Google, because it takes time for you to make it work on Google. So I suppose they have 2 spots here, meaning this offer is really hot because people are running this on Google. Okay, so that actually verified information, because the affiliate manager told me is running good, it's converting good. So I know people are running this on Google. Probably I want to get into Google as well, and I will get to that on the step 5. Okay, right now I just know, okay, people are doing this on Google. That's a good sign. So I'm ready to get into this niche. Okay, so what I will do now, I will gather all the landing pages I see and all the banners, if I have some banners, and also the ad copy. The ad copy is if you go to Google and you do a search, you can see the ad copy people are using, like this one. And the $2.95 Garcinia Cambodia try #1 fat loss solution for free. So this is the ad copy they're using. The second one, Garcinia Cambodia trial, and also read our Garcinia Cambodia review, lose weight today, includes trial. So, that's the ad copy they're using. I can take a note of this. I don't have to use exactly the same, but I will have an idea what kind of benefits people are selling in the ad copy. Obviously, on the first one, people are selling the $2.95 trial, okay? And the second one is also selling trial, because for the rebuild offer, the best benefit is the trial. People get this trial for free, okay? And for a little charge, for a little fee, okay? So if you want to, if you wonder, okay, I know this niche is working, but where do I find these landing pages? And you can go to Google like I did. You go to Google, you go to this page, you go to the landing page, and now you have the lander, okay? And you can also use native ads, okay? I'm gonna give you a quick demo here, how you can find, actually, with native ads, you can find a lot more, because right now a lot of people are running on native ads, okay? So let's go to Viral Nova, okay? I'm going to go to this site, and I suppose you guys all know about this site. So I click on, let's say I click on any post. Looks like the first one is not showing me the, oh, here we go. When I try to exit the page, they show me some ads. So if you look at these ads here, obviously most of them are affiliates, right? You can see the first one. You will not find some of these celebrity attractive if makeup did not. Okay, this one not. Let me see this one. Top trainers review powerful muscle builder to public. So let's click on this one. Now you can see this one is actually running muscle offers, okay? And you can see the link here has volume data, because they are using volume for the tracking. And you don't need to really get into the click onto the offers. You can be sure this person is running, CPA offers here, okay? This is the landing page. If you want to, you can actually copy this landing page. Of course, you have to make some changes, but this is a place to start. If you go to like this, let me see if I can find, let me click on this one. This should take me to another site, kind of like another viral site. And they also have a Taboola ads. That's fine, but sometimes if you click onto other websites, they will show you the ads from other networks like Rev Content or Content.ad, so this kind of websites, okay? And you can find a limited number of affiliate offers to start with, okay? You can muscle offers, diet offers, skin offers, and a lot of them are actually base up offers. You can see all of them. So this is a good place to start. You just go on, go to all these pages and check on what they are selling. And this one might be selling a ClickBank offer or whatever offer, and they're running. Let's see. Never mind. Go over these offers. You can see a lot. These ads. You can see a lot of them are CPA related. So this is the starting point for you to find what people are running. Okay. If you need some landers, go to one post and scroll to the bottom. There should be one ad. Sponsor links by Taboola. You can see more ads here. Okay, the success with weight control. Let's see, weight loss, probably weight loss. And what's this one? Now, this is what I talked about earlier. When you want to go to, you can go to another viral site, and they will give you more ads. Now, for this one, I'm seeing ads from different networks now. I'm sure this one from, let's see which one. Rev Content. So it's from Rev Content. Now, Rev Content has more affiliate offers because they are less strict with what you can promote. So now you can see here how to earn $8,731 every month in Canada, okay? And this one is cure the hair loss. And let's see, this one, skincare, must be skincare. So this is the exact landing page you might want to copy. And what you do now is you can use, depending on, if you use a PC, you might want to use a different program. If you use Mac, what you can do is you can actually copy this page and pop that link into SiteSucker. So you copy this and you download. So now you have the landing page on your computer. Next step you do is going to open up the landing page and modify the links and modify the header and modify, try to make a few modifications so you don't have to be exactly the same like this landing page, okay? And after you do this, you have the landing page ready. You have the banners because now on the Rev Content or the native websites, you see the banners people are using. It can be a simple image, and you also have the ad copy. Now you have everything. Basically that's all ready for you to get started. Okay. Yes, Windows can use HTTrack. Kenji said yes. You can download the landing page, which is not difficult at all. I'm trying to be as detailed as possible because we do have some people who are beginners on this call. So bear with me if I'm overly detailed. Okay. So now we have everything. Okay. We know this offer is converting. We know people are running this, and I get all the information I need. So I'm getting ready to move on to the next step. Okay. And let me take a quick look at the question here. Mohammed was asking, what software will you recommend to modify the landing pages after swiping it? I actually use the Dreamweaver, and I know there are some free ones. You can try search. It's just I don't use those ones, so I can't give you recommendations. Mike Jones was asking, what was the networks EPC you were referencing? That was Conversion Media. Gabby was asking, would you recommend running the same offers and modify liners on the same traffic source such as Rev Content? Actually, you know what? You can gather information from the affiliate manager. You ask which offer is converting the best. You absolutely want to split tests and also split tests between networks. So it doesn't matter which offer you're running, but I will actually get to this in a bit. And if you're running, some offers are really bad. I mean, I don't know why, but some offers are really bad. So you definitely need to get the intel first from the affiliate managers and do your own split testing as well, okay? Okay, now the second step is traffic selection. You have all the information you need. Now you need to decide which traffic source you want to use. And hang on a second. Lee was asking, is there any worry about the liners containing code that some affiliates insert into siphon traffic from you? You might want to be a little bit technical. You definitely need to look at the source codes of the landing pages, okay? And because if you don't, you probably have the risk. You might want to, go over the beginning, go over the middle, and go over the very bottom, because that's most of the places have some third-party codes, scripts, and you definitely need to remove their scripts, okay? And just to make sure the landing page is clean, and also you need to do a test and by yourself. When you click on the link, it has to show the click on your own affiliate networks reports, okay? So don't be too concerned about this one, because it's not like they can put some scripts there and steal all your traffic, okay? Okay, so the traffic, and you need to decide which traffic you want to use, okay? And there's first thing, this is the knowledge I got from working on all these major traffic platforms, okay? I'll give you guys all the information here. and don't take it lightly. You need to take notes, okay? I do hope you have notes, okay? And you know, I have made money with all these traffic sources. I know, like each traffic source is like a person. It has its own characters. I know its pros, I know its cons, okay? That's for Google search. It's perfect for building foundational income, that's for sure, and because the traffic is sustainable over years. Now the con side for this is it takes time to build up quality score and lower your cost, okay? That's Google search. And now Bing search is also is a second foundational income candidate, okay? It's a good one too. Of course, the con side is the traffic is in low volume, and the competition in US is abused, okay? And Facebook, you can reach target buyers in a very short time frame with a relatively cheap price. You know, Facebook is still cheap. And of course, the other side, the better side is that it takes ongoing maintenance to keep ROI sustainable, okay? So Facebook is good, it's not bad, but you know, you just need to keep working on it. So that makes it not really a foundational income candidate, okay? And the next one, the Google Display Network, and you can reach large volume buyers. You can scale the volume real high, but the better side is it takes more upfront budget to optimize. And it's not really very sustainable right now. Even right now, when you ramp up the volume very high because you spend a lot of money and you would get the reviews. When you get the reviews, you know, if you're running CPO offers, you would get your accounts banned. And so, you know all these traffic sources, you know all their characters, and now you can make a decision where you want to start, okay? And you probably want to start with Bing search, and because if that's easier, and to gather some, you know, get some a little bit feel of how the offer is converting, okay? That's fine. But my first candidate is always Facebook, because Facebook I can reach to all the target buyers, you know, very soon, you know, without waiting. Of course, I love Google, I love Bing, and because they can, you know, provide the foundational income. But right now, I just want to test and see if I can make this work in a short period of time. So I will pick Google, I will pick Facebook, okay? And so here's what my strategy, okay? I will test small on Facebook, and I will scale up on Facebook if it's profitable. Now keep this in mind. I keep calling Facebook traffic, Facebook earnings as a windfall. That's fine. You know, that's what I'm doing right now. If there's income, if there's profits, I want to take it, even though it's windfall income. Okay. And at last, I will branch out to Google or Bing search to build the foundational income. So that's my strategy I'm using right now. Okay. Alternatively, you can test the test on Bing search just by bidding on broader keywords, because if you want to get more volume, and with a very specific keywords and a very and a precise targeting, it's hard to get a lot of volume. So you might want to get bid on broader keywords on Bing if you want to test that way. Okay, but that's what I'm doing right now. Facebook, test on Facebook and scale up the traffic. Then I will move on to Google and Bing to build this as a foundational income. That's my current strategy. Now the third thing is the country selection. When you want to select the traffic, you have to understand the traffic also has a lot of differences, you know, based on the country. Okay, so now you understand this term. I call this term as ALTA, which means educated level of target audience. Okay, so US is the the most easily abused by thousands, even tens of thousands of affiliates promoting the same offer, using the same landing page on the same traffic platform. So Gabby actually asked the question earlier. You can promote the same offer, but you have to understand in the meantime, people have seen this offer over and over. You do have the risk because US has the most volume of traffic, and also it has the most number of affiliates. Okay, unless you can invent a new angle to promote, don't bet too much on a high ALTA country. Okay, I call this high ALTA country like US, and basically US has a high high ALTA level for many offers. Okay, you just need to give a small test. If the CTR to offer is low, and kill it and move on. So basically, the CTR to the offer means people go to land on your landing page If less than 15% people actually click onto the offer, and this is a sign telling you they haven't seen the landing page enough, and they haven't seen the offer enough, and it's not going to be easy to convert. So this is a sign to tell you, okay, if this is high ALTA country, okay. Also, the offer to pick, you want to start with all the major English countries if you are targeting to English countries simultaneously, okay? The performance will be, will be amazing. You'll be amazed how different it can be, okay? US, all the major English countries, we have US, we have Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, and probably, some smaller countries like Singapore who can, where the English is the major language. And you test all these countries simultaneously at the same time, okay? And of course, granted, you have the offer available in multiple countries. Okay, not the same offer, doesn't need to be the same offer, but has to be the same niche. You don't have to change the landing page, you just need to change the offers depending on which country you're targeting to. And you run traffic to all these countries, and after day or two, you can see some countries are really, you can crush it. Some of the countries, you're being killed. So even though it's the same offer, same, technically it should be converting the same, but because of the educated level of the audience, you will have very different results, okay? And also you can ask your affiliate manager for country and which country is doing the best, giving the best ROI. Which country is hit and miss, which country is hard, okay? So you get all the information as well, so you can decide, I might want to test all the countries and at the same time. Now, I want to put a little bit of time on the invent a new angle. I said, if you cannot invent a new angle, don't bother too much in a high ALTA country. Now, you can refer to, I did a webinar, it's called Creative Angles to Promote Any Offers on Facebook. And I did this webinar last year, October the 6th, and all the angles still work and still valid, still effective, okay? And also you can refer to my Thinking Out of the Box webinar too. That was on October 16th. So I did have these two webinars cover how you can invent a new angle, okay? Basically, if you want to create something new and make it work, all the inventions, almost all of them are making connections between two new things. Okay, just to make new connections between things. And there's someone said, we actually never invented anything since human history. We just connect things. Okay, it makes total sense. Okay, so if you want to create a new angle, you don't have to be like groundbreaking, like nothing you have seen before. You just pair two connections together, and you have a new thing. It's very simple. It's not that big a mystery. Okay, like you can pairing what's working in one niche and with an offer in a different niche. That way, you can introduce a new business model into a new niche, and that can be a good way to make it work. And you can also do some research on Google. You go to Google and search for niche. Let's say the niche is weight loss or diet, and plus the keywords marketing secrets or marketing ideas or marketing PDF. I do this for gambling a lot because I try to see how people are promoting gambling. Okay, I get some ideas from this kind of free reports, a lot of PDF files. If you have a new angle, you can actually go back to the high ALTA country. The advertorial is right now is overly abused because people see this over and over. But imagine someone actually copy this idea from direct mail to online. Imagine that early days. It's converting like crazy because that's the first thing people see. That's the new thing people see, right? But advertorial is not something new. It has been around since direct mail, probably 100 years. So now people put this online and make it like a news website, so it's converting. So if you can come up with something new and promote what you have, and it might be working crazy, okay? So this is the webinar, and this is a creative webinar. creative and safe angles to promote any type of offers on Facebook. So that's the webinar I did in October last year. You see, this webinar was about 2 hours long, so I covered enough information about how you can actually try different angles on Facebook. I'm not going to go back to that webinar because it's 2 hours long. And this is the other webinar is thinking outside the box and give you some ideas how you can be very creative if you want to. Okay, actually everyone is creative. It's just they don't know how to use it. Okay, and in this webinar, I talked about a case study of that was back in 2009 probably. I did $80,000 in 1 month by just making a simple connection, between a cars program with the car repair offer. And that's a very good case study. If you want, you can go back and refer to that webinar again. Okay, so this is for the second step is traffic selection. If a few things to keep in mind, you have to understand the traffic platform. Okay, and you may not try all of them. I try all of them. Okay, I try PPV, I try email, I try everything, but I know which one. I know all them very well, so I didn't cover all of them on this page, but basically this is the most important traffic sources people are using, okay? And the strategy I use is test small on Facebook and scale up on Facebook, then branch out to Google, okay? And also keep in mind, if you want to test the niche, always test all the countries available. And some of the countries you're going to have a hard time to make it work, but some of the countries it's going to be like you get into a Virgin Island. It's very easy, okay? Okay, now let's move on to the third step. Before I go, let me check if I have any questions here. Cam was asking, is it okay to use your personal Facebook account? Cam, if you're using promote any offer that could be frowned upon by Facebook, I actually had a training dedicated to create its, I call it fake accounts. Okay, you can create as many accounts as you want if you know how to do that. This is account management, and you don't have to use your own personal account. Okay. Gabby was saying, I always see a lot of ClickBank offers being promoted on sites by Rev Content. I assume it's keywording. Should I use the same type of traffic like it? Yes, sure. If you can test it, it might be keywording because people are doing this. Let me get a sip of water. Julius was asking, how about using Facebook free advertising coupons? Yes, I don't know why you can't use it because you just apply the coupon to a new Facebook account. That should be fine. Unlimited use method? I'm not sure what you mean, Julius. Maybe there's a black hat way to get unlimited coupons from Facebook, but I'm not familiar with that. Okay. So the step 3 is the initial test, and the first thing you have to decide is the test campaign budget, okay? I also talked about the Facebook daily budget formula, and I'm going to make the real quick intro here back again, okay? This is basically how much budget you should put on the campaign. Actually, it doesn't matter is a test campaign or a campaign you want to run. You need to put a certain budget to get the best traffic, to ask Facebook send you best traffic. You don't want to over bid. You don't want to underbid. Basically, you need to have a range of how much data budget you should put on the campaign. Okay, and Facebook will give you like here. You can see under Power Editor. And under the ad set, you can see how much potential reach you have. And this one is 490,000 people. So that's the target audience size. And what you need to do is divide this number by 1,000 first. Okay, that gives us 490, and then divide by 2. So that gives us 245. And you can time this. 245 will be the baseline, will be the base budget. Okay, that means you can start bidding at the 245 all the way up to 3 times of 245. Okay, so I would love to start with the base budget of or 2 times of the budget. Okay, of the base budget. Okay, and I want to make sure it's less than $300 a day, and because I'm testing, I don't want to spend a lot of money on this. And $200, $300 is perfect, okay? And if you only have, let's say, if your target interest size is not between the range of 300,000 people to 500,000 people, and you might want to adjust your interest just to make sure you have this kind of number of people, then you do a test. And this is my preference. I do the test, I target to less than 500,000 people and over 300,000 people. And because the niche I work on is always mass niche. I don't want to get into a very small niche like 100,000 people or even 50,000 people. Okay, because that's definitely is not scalable. You cannot make a lot of money from 50,000 people. Okay, that's why I focus on a certain number of audience. And once I know this can work with 300,000 to 500,000 people, and I know this can work with 1 million people, okay? Also, the second thing is take a full advantage of the overnight strategy. I talked about overnight strategy in the last few videos. So basically, you guys all know what it means. It means you give it at least a day, just leave it overnight, sleep on it, and see the next day, see if it's profitable. Depending on the traffic sources, maybe you have to it won't work like overnight, but you may have to give it a week. So, but anyway, you need to give it time for the campaign to be profitable. Okay, and the reason you want to give it one night is because most people will give up on the first day, and that's actually it's a sad thing. People panic when they don't see profits on the first day, and so they give up. Okay. And with all the information I shared with you so far, and if you can't, you give it an overnight strategy. If you can't find one campaign work in at least one country, you did something wrong. Okay, and you are supposed to see at least one campaign work profitable the next day in 1 or 2 countries. Okay, and that I can say this 100%. Because if you don't see the campaigns profitable, you definitely did something wrong. The reason is, we did very good homework, and we did a very solid, almost bulletproof market research, and we also use proven landing pages. We also use proven ad copy, and we use Facebook as a medium to target to the best audience we can with our data budget formula. Now, if you don't make money on the next day, something's wrong. Okay, it's not. This process can guarantee you almost to make money when you get into a new niche. Okay. Now I want to talk a little bit about the overnight strategy. People hear me talking about this, but they don't really understand why. Okay, and you always remember start your campaign at AM hours of your target country. Okay, I schedule my campaign at 6 a.m. So if I target to Australia, I will target my I will schedule my campaign, a new campaign, begin running from 6 a.m. your local time. Okay. I also want to talk a little bit about 7 a.m. PST. I don't know if you guys all see this video or this training from let's say some guru. Okay, and he talks about you have to start all the campaigns at 7 a.m. PST. And actually, that idea came from my training, but he didn't really understand what I talked about. Okay, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details about this person, but basically, if you see someone tell you starting the campaign at 7 a.m. PST, you just need to be a little bit cautious. Okay, if you're not targeting to the U.S. or Canada, you know, starting at 7 a.m. is a recipe for failure, okay, for losing money on the first day, okay? I give you the overnight strategy because most of the people don't know about this AM hour strategy, okay? And they start the campaign at noon hours. If I target, let's say if I target to Canada, I start my campaign 3 p.m. or maybe 5 p.m., even 6 p.m., even 10 p.m., which is a bad hour to start a brand new campaign. Now you ask why. I'm going to explain to you why. All right. So this information here is you're not I guarantee you have never seen such information anywhere because all the training I teach is unique and from my own experience, and that may be a little bit self-bragging, but you know the information I share with you came from my my habit of trying to you know, I always try to think if I am Facebook's engineer, I'm trying to build an ad platform serving millions of advertisers in the meantime and targeting to, you know, billions of people. How would I do that? Okay, so I need to really dig into how to make this work. Okay, and actually I'll give you three qualities, three traits, characters of the FB quality, FB traffic quality. So there are quality funnel, and quality drop, and quality stress. I'm going to explain to you, okay? And I really give you top information. This is very, very solid information. You're not going to see anywhere, okay? So first thing is the quality funnel. I'm going to actually do a little bit demo in the meantime. Close up this one. Okay, so here, quality funnel is, let me draw a funnel first, okay? Last time one student told me, you know, he complained everything I teach is always text-based. You know, all my slides is text. I don't use images, don't use pictures. Everything is in text, so it's hard for him to understand. So I'm trying to do a little bit demo here to make this visual, so it's easier for you to understand. Okay. Now the quality funnel is like this. Let's suppose this is one target. I'm trying to target to, let's say, 500,000 people, and Facebook has all the information about its users. Okay, it knows. Facebook knows very well, you know, how often you go to Facebook, and what kind of interest you have, what kind of pages you visited, and what kind of articles you read on Facebook, and what kind of posts you liked, you comment. Okay, so that is how Facebook gather all the audience by interest. Okay, if I like interest, let's say I like fishing, even though I'm not a big fan of fishing, but by accident I see a fishing fan page, I go to that fan page, Facebook may as well put me as a fishing target. So when someone running a fishing campaign, they may reach to me, even though I just accidentally visit that page. So Facebook know pretty well I am a random liker. I'm not 100% like a hardcore fisher. So in this way, my position will be here because I am one of the large quantity of people who are just the random likes. Okay, and at the bottom, let me draw it. Oops. At the bottom here, these are the people who are, let's say, hardcore fishers. Okay, who love fishing, who engage with fishing fan pages and do talk about the fishing, share fishing posts. Okay, but these people are in a small number. Okay, and most of the people are like me here, very random, and just by accident, you know, because I read an article, I was categorized as a phishing target. So for this reason, we have this funnel, which means if you want to target on Facebook, you don't want people who are on the beginning of the funnel. You want to reach to the people who are at the bottom. So it's always true, like you target to the people, it's always a small percentage of people are your buyers. And these people are here. They are not here. Maybe they do have one or two here, but most of them are here. And for this reason, we can cut a line here in the middle. So that is why in my daily budget formula, I want to divide the total audience size by 2. Of course, divided by 2, it would be too simple, and you probably want to have a very high advanced mathematical equation to do that, right? But I just want to simplify things. I know that most of the audience are waste. I'm not going to make money from them, okay? I want to target to people who are here, okay? And you guys know, we want to have the best quality, but Facebook, can they give us the best quality? How can we make sure they give us the best quality, right? And just to keep this question, hold on to this question. I'm going to talk about something else, okay? Where is my slide? Okay. The second thing I want to talk about is quality drop, okay? And Facebook knows each user. It has all the information about each user. And each individual user, how often it goes to the site, what kind of site it goes on, right? They know all the information. And the thing is, it's just a human psychology. And when I see, when we get up in the morning, when we first get onto Facebook, we see the first few ads. Suppose the ads are very targeted, and it's very likely we're going to engage with the ads, right? But let's say after a day's work, we probably go to Facebook 3 times a day, and in the morning, in the noon, and in the evening, okay? And in the evening, we will become tired, and we have so much stuff going on today, and our brain has been bombarded by thousands of signals, thousands of advertisements all around us, not just from Facebook. At this time, you go on Facebook, and your quality actually become very bad. Even though you see something, let's say, again, I use phishing as an example. You see a phishing ad, you're a hardcore, phishing fan, but comparing to the morning hours, you would be a lot different. You don't really in the mood to engage with anything, okay? People in the evening hours have a lot of stuff going on, okay? Even before, especially before the sleep, okay? So at this time, your quality drops. Each individual user will drop from the early hours to late hours. That's for one individual user, and that's how it changes over this time, okay? So now this is the quality funnel, and I'm going to clean this one. And I'm going to draw a simple one. Just the quality drop. In the earning hours, in the AM hours, you are very likely to do something business related or whatever, okay? But in the PM hours, I can write, probably I can write. Never mind. This is PM, okay? Sorry about this. Okay, this is PM, okay? In this hour, the quality becomes very bad. At this time, you're just not in the mood to do anything. And this is for each individual user based on their time zone, okay? Now it's AM hours here, but it's 9 hours on the other side of the earth. So people there totally different mindset. They're not interested in doing any advertising. They're not interested in spending money, right? So for this reason, you have to understand that we have this quality drop for each individual user, okay? If you want to catch them in their best, they have the best mood, you might want to try the AM hours. And you also want to make sure Facebook can deliver your traffic to the people who are just get on Facebook on this day, the first few visits. The first visit or second visit are good, but for the next 10 visits, you don't want Facebook to show your ads, because over time, Facebook, the user will see plenty of ads. It just, make them the quality becomes bad. Okay, so this is for each individual user. We have this quality drop. This applies to every traffic platform. Okay, now the last thing is the quality stress. Probably I should say quality pressure would be much appropriate, but I want to use the word stress because in the software field, we have this stress test. So I want to use quality stress just to give you the idea of, let me try this again. Now, let's suppose this is Facebook. This is Facebook's system. And this is one advertiser. This is a second advertiser. This is the third advertiser. Okay, and each advertiser, when he set up a campaign, he put some stress on Facebook's system. Okay, the ad system. And if you are put a small budget, if you put something like make Facebook's job much easier, you're like this one. For Facebook, it's easy to handle. And if you are someone trying to complicate things, set up a campaign, try to reach the hardest, the people who are hardest to find, you actually put a strain on Facebook's system, and Facebook will feel a little bit difficult to really deliver traffic. So now this is the stress test. Which one do you want to be? You actually want to be the first one, even because if you want to do the first one, Facebook has no problem to find your best targets. If you want to be this one, Facebook will have the have the pressure and have the stress to find the best target for you. And even though it might deliver, but most likely you have to overpay for that. Okay, so this is the stress, quality stress. Every day Facebook is under constant stress or pressure to deliver millions of campaigns to their best targets. Okay, Facebook users are hard to predict, even when you have all the history patterns of each users. So Facebook doesn't know when the next best target user is going to be here. Okay, and it's not going to be possible to make a traffic delivery system satisfy all the advertisers and give best results to everybody. So for this reason, whoever gives Facebook least resistance to deliver gets best quality users. Okay, so you want to set up a campaign, and when Facebook look at your campaign, it knows up front it can come up with a strategy to deliver your traffic. It knows it can come up with a pace to deliver your traffic without any much difficulty and any much unpredictability. So you put less stress on Facebook. Okay, now I talked to you guys about the quality funnel, the quality drop, and the quality stress. So combine all the three traffic factors. You want to start the campaign when the first visitor come in. So that means starting from 6 a.m. in your target country. If a country sits across multiple time zones, like US, Canada, or Australia, use the earliest time zone as the baseline. So basically that means if, let me see if I can draw a country. If this is, let's say, US, I'm not even sure this is the correct one, okay? And US has a few time zones, okay? We want to target, we want to schedule our campaign based on this one, based on the earliest hours time zone. So in this case, it's Eastern Standard Time, or EDT. And we want to use this one for a whole country. PST is here, right? It doesn't make sense to even use PST. We have to use this EST thing, okay? It's not because of the Facebook is resides on PST, it's because our target users show up early on the EST. We want to reach to these people as soon as they get on Facebook. 6 a.m. is not bad, okay? It could be 3 a.m. There's someone here too, but 6 a.m. is a perfect time to have a more and more people show up, okay? So if you schedule time from 6 a.m., Facebook has 1 day's time. Facebook will analyze your schedule. It has 1 day's time to deliver your traffic. Now Facebook can take its time because it has all the user profiles and activity pattern. It can use this time to evenly distribute your traffic. It can pick, I wish Facebook can give us all the high qualities at the bottom of the funnel, but Facebook also wants to test some random traffic. This is Facebook. They want to make the best money, right? And also, it's a balance. Facebook wants to make more money, but Facebook also wants our campaign to work. So they still put the quality over quantity. So that means they still want to give us the best quality to each and every campaign, unless you bid on CPM only campaign. Okay, some big companies just want impressions, and Facebook know they want impressions, so they deliver whatever impression they have to them. But for the people who are using clicks to website or conversion, this kind of campaign targets, and they know you want results. So Facebook will deliver results to you. And for this reason, Facebook will try to get the best targets to you. And Facebook has a 1 day's time to do this, and they can take it slowly. They don't have to rush. Okay? And also your campaign budget is not beyond its user pool. Some people bid $1,000, whatever, $2,000. And Facebook, of course, if possible, Facebook would love to spend all your money, right? But if they really want to spend $1,000, they will have a hard time to do that, unless, okay, this is secret, dirty secret, unless they use some random data to fill in the inventory. I don't know if this makes sense to you guys. Basically means Facebook, you give Facebook a hard time. You tell Facebook, hey, I want to spend $1,000, even though realistically you can only spend $200. Now you push the pressure onto Facebook. Facebook, hey, I want to spend $1,000. Facebook cannot get back to you and say, hey, we don't have $1,000, inventory today. By looking at the history data, we can only deliver you $200. Now you want $1,000, right? Do you think Facebook was stupid enough to really only give you $200? Facebook will try hard to gather all the information, all the data it has, and deliver some junk traffic. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to be junk traffic every time if you overbid, but you just leave the door open for Facebook to give you some junk traffic. And trust me, Facebook has a lot of junk traffic. And you don't even believe it how Facebook has so much junk traffic, okay? Also, when you start a campaign at PM hours, you are taken hit by the quality drop, okay? Even though the Facebook deliver you the people who are a good quality visitor, but because of timing, it's evening hours, you have the quality drop. And so that person is not going to convert. So that's why when you start your campaign in the evening hours or in the afternoon hours, and most likely you don't see much profits, even though that campaign should be profitable. And also that's the reason the next day, once you give it one night, the next day you start seeing things falling, working nicely because everything seems working fine. You are seeing good, decent profits. That is actually the reason why. Because you're starting the campaign in the wrong time. And truth to be told, some of the offers will work in the PM hours, especially adult offers, but most of the offers is not going to work well in the PM hours. Now, if you think this, okay, should I only run on AM hours? Actually, no. You want to give Facebook less stress. Okay, that's why I don't really use much schedule unless I start a new campaign. I schedule a starting hour, and after that, I don't use anything like schedule of the week, like which day from what hour to what hour. And if you think Facebook is a very robust system, I hope they are. But in my opinion, they still have a long way to go to catch up with Google. Google has the best traffic system ever. But for Facebook, they're still trying to make things perfect. They are moving, but they're far from being perfect. So for this reason, I try to put much less stress on Facebook. Okay, I gave you $200. Take your time, spread out to a day. I know some days it work good, some days it don't, and that's fine. Just give me steady quality traffic. So that's what I gave Facebook. Okay, does this make sense to you guys? Gabby was asking, do you target AM hours at target country or local time? Target the country. It has to be whichever country you target to. And the only thing you need to pay attention is your account time. Like, when you open a Facebook account, you will have, let's say I'm from Toronto, okay? I can appoint New York time as my local time, as my account time. So there's one occasion you need to pay attention to. This one I'm going to address to that later. And do you pause campaigns during the night? I don't. And once I start a campaign, I just let it run because I want Facebook. Sometimes I lose a little bit of money, some hours. That's totally fine. I want Facebook's job much easier. Vlad was asking, what about people at work after 6 p.m.? Should you do better? No. So we're looking at a mass market. Most of the offers, do fine in the morning, in the noon, and a little bit before the work time. So end of the work day. So you have to look at all the data by your own test as well. And now what we are trying to do is make Facebook give us the best quality. And also, we want to collect as much information as we can. If you want to do something, like you want to schedule a time later on, you can do that, but you have to put a much smaller budget to do that. Mohammed was asking, can you explain the third point? Let's see, the quality stress, and what's your question? Basically, okay, this is we're dealing with a system which can never be perfect. For this reason, I don't trust when Facebook tells me they can deliver the traffic based on my schedule. And the reason is because they cannot guarantee the quality. I know they can deliver from, let's say, from 12 hours to 2 p.m. They can deliver some traffic to me. I know that hour maybe can work in the best, but the problem is, and they don't have the ability to guarantee the quality at the same time. I would rather them even out the quality over a spread of 24 hours. I will take some hours at a loss. That's totally okay. But I would rather have them not complicate themselves. Facebook may complicate themselves. They try to do things, but end up, we take the loss because we lose the quality. I started losing my voice, guys. Yeah, people are working. Most of them are at work before 6 p.m. And even people at work, they still check on Facebook. So you never know because we're looking at the big data. We don't know exactly, what hours or what country works the best, but we're looking at big data. I just use the, of course, weekends. Let's say for weekends is a special case too, right? Weekends people stay at home, but some of the weekend offers will convert crazy on weekends, but some of them don't. Even on weekends, people are on a totally different mood, right? And someone asked me about what offers convert on what hours, on what day. So it's really hard to say because let's say if your offer is related to BizOp, to making money, to anything related to finance, it works good in the middle of the week. So Monday and Friday will be the worst because people are not in the mood, but in the middle of the week they already get used to working, and they already, when we think about the money, they're in that mindset, so it's going to be converted good, okay? And some of the offers can be converting good on the weekend because it's not work related, okay? It can be, let's say, diet. People on the weekends, they are more interested in doing a little bit of research about diet, about weight loss, weight control. So it can be converting pretty good on the weekend. And the only way to, there's no fixed answer, but the only way to look at this, if this offer related to their work or not, because we're a work-driven society. People go to work from Monday to Friday, and if there's an offer related to work, you better put them when they are working, okay? If they're not, put them at off hours or at the weekends. All right, so don't actually be confused by anything I talk here, because this is not supposed to be a complicated math problem. It's just some, maybe it's never going to be there's never going to be a perfect solution to even decide if there can be an equation or can be a formula to get the best results. What I'm trying to do here is to try to be as close as possible. If you use the daily budget formula, that controls your budget. You don't overbid for your inventory, and you should be good. Also, it's very important, start your campaign at AM hours. That way, you give a day's time for Facebook to deliver. Okay, don't push hard on Facebook. It's Facebook is fragile. Do you guys need a demo? A live demo? Yes, yes, yes. I see yes. A tons of yes. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to show you this way. I'm going to show you the whole process I explained. This is step 3. From 1 to 3, I'm going to show you. I know we're running actually 1 hour, 20 minutes already. I'm going to show you quickly, give you one example how I pick one offer, how I get all the landing page, everything until I set up the campaign. Okay, so hopefully I can find something to demonstrate. Let's go to Google. Now I used the Garcinia earlier, right? Let's see. Let's keep it simple. Free Garcinia Gambogia. Let's see if this is a fitted offer. Actually, it is. I see this ad. Okay, you guys can take a look at this one. You can see before and after. It has step 1, step 2. It has all the offers. Now, okay, I decided I'm going to do this offer. Suppose I have the offer already. I'm going to download this page. Okay, I download this page. I have this. It's a big website. It's okay. I download this page and I have this landing page. This part is pretty easy, and what I'm going to do, I will upload this one to my own website after making changes. I'm not going to show you how to do that because it's pretty easy and straightforward. Okay, so I pause this one. Now I have this landing page. Suppose I have this landing page as the same URL. Of course, it can be the same URL, and suppose I have that one. So what I need to do now is go to my tracking, okay? I'm going to show you how I set up the tracking. So this way you have a very straightforward idea of how to set up such campaigns, okay? And this is the tracking tracking system I use is iMobiTrax. You don't have to use this one because this one costs monthly about $129. Right now the price is $179. And you can use Prosper 202 or you can use volume. So there are plenty of options, free options you can use. Okay, so if I use this one, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to add a campaign. Okay, so let's say the campaign name is Garcinia. I'm going to rush a little bit because we may be running out of time. So default CPC, let's put, I hope we can get 40 cents per click. We'll have a landing page, okay? And you can use this one, meta refresh. I'm not going to get into the too much detail because this will confuse you. And here, oh, I need to set the traffic, Facebook. Here is my landing page, okay? This is my landing page 1. If I want to do a split testing, I will add a new landing page here. Now this is the offer. Suppose we have a, okay, let's use google.com as my offer page, okay? And this payout, let's say, is $40. And now I have 100% traffic to this one, 100% traffic to this one. I create a campaign. So the campaign has been created, and if you cloak, okay, there's something, if you haven't done this before, it's not going to be very difficult. If you cloak, I use geocloaking. Geocloaking means cloak based on the country. And what I would do is actually I will do geo redirect here. Basically, if other country is equal to US, okay, because most of the traffic platform, the ad bots is based in the US. So also the reviewers, the people, the human reviewer also come from the US most of the time. Okay, if the traffic is coming from the US, I want to show them a compliant page. If I show them this page, it might get my account banned. Okay, so what I do at this time, I need to find a compliant page. So I will go to Google, Garcinia, and use the search. The way I do is actually go over the few links. I don't want to go to the big websites like the bodybuilding.com, the webmd.com. These big websites too well known. It doesn't make sense for you to drive traffic to a big website. Okay, so I would find a smaller website. Sometimes I find a localized website. Okay, some local business. In this case, I will see if I can find a website that's not that well known, but also have some information. I can actually show it as a compliant page to Facebook. Okay. See this one? This is actually an offer. Surprised. Global health ideas. Let's see this one. You know this one? This one is an e-commerce website, and this page is actually pretty good for Facebook because Facebook wants you to sell physical products. Now, if Facebook sees this one, they should be totally fine with this. Okay, I can use this one as my white hat page. Okay, so now I update the campaign. I may go fast here, but don't worry. Unless you do this by yourself, you don't have to worry about all the technical details. Now I have the link, okay? And this link, I'll be use this one to post onto Facebook. And now let me go to Facebook. I'm at my Power Editor. And the main purpose I want to show you is actually I want to show you how I create a campaign. And not just for cloaking, I also want to show you how I pick images and pick the creative. So hopefully you can pick something useful here. Okay, Garcinia. Now I want to target to Canada. All right, so add a set, Garcinia. Okay, So you can see the schedule, okay? And you can, sometimes I know, I even though I know the quality drop, the issue, I can't wait until next day. Sometimes I do start the campaign right away, but I would try to control that urge and start my campaign the next day, okay, 6 a.m. Let's say 6 a.m. All right, and so that's the time, Toronto time. You can see the Toronto time, and that's the Eastern Standard Time or Eastern EDT time. This is the earliest time in Canada, and that's a good time to start this campaign. The location is Canada. The audience, I need to edit the audience, and for Canada, I always exclude Quebec, because Quebec people speak French, and my landing page is in English. It's not really targeted, even though they do understand English, but I don't want to target to Quebec. For the age, if basically common sense, you have to target to women. As the age 65, it will be a little bit too old. I will stay under 55. Okay, so 25 to 55, that's the age I would be targeting to. Okay, now for the interest, I will find an interest. The first thing, because I'm promoting Garcinia, I will try to see if there is a Garcinia. Garcinia, how to spell? Garcinia. If there's a Garcinia interest on Facebook, in this case, I'm not even sure what this means. Garcinia gamigata. I don't know what this means, so I'm going to stay away from this one. Of course, if I'm not lazy, I can do a little bit of research and see what that's about. But now I'm going to move on to something related to weight loss. Okay, and now the weight loss, you have to start as a point of the broad targeting. I can just enter weight loss and see if there's anything pops up here. Okay, weight loss, fitness, and wellness. And this only has 16,000 people, which is weird. But anyway, I'm not going to stay with this weight loss. Let's see dieting. Dieting has 1.2 million people. That would be too much. So let's see if I can, there's a few options. You can stay with this dieting and change that with demographic targeting later. So you can make the size much smaller. Let me show you, okay? And for the placement, I'm not going to use mobile. I will stay with the desktop only. And I always optimize for clicks for website, okay? Don't have to, I noticed there's a question about do you use OCPM or CPC. I use this one, click to website, recommended, okay? Because this is recommended. Guys, when it's recommended, it means Facebook like this one. Facebook want to use the one. This one is the easiest for Facebook to make it work. Okay, you can, of course, you can use different ones, and why not? Why not make Facebook's job easier? So stay with this one, and now I have 720,000 people. Still too much. So what I will do is actually under behaviors. I want to use Facebook payments and try to narrow down a little bit. So I have 60,000 people. That's too much. And let me add a bit more travel or frequent travelers. 72,000. So I can keep adding different technology late adopters. Let's see. 340. So 340,000 people is a perfect number to start with. So now notice all these behaviors. Facebook payments, of course, these people have made payments on Facebook platform. They have money. They have the habit of spending money on Facebook, which is what we want, okay? The technology late adopters. So I like this one because people under this category are not very technical savvy, okay? They don't have a cell phone, maybe they don't have a smartphone. For whatever reason, they are very easy to convert to our customers because they don't know if there's anything to watch out for. Okay, and frequent travelers, of course, these people travel a lot. They financially they have more money, okay, to pay for stuff. So I use this one. Now I have 340,000 people, and that's good enough for start. So look at the data budget. Okay, the per day budget I can easily use 170. That's the base price. That's the base budget. Or I can use 340. Okay. Or anything between is fine. 200 is also okay. All right. So now I have $200 budget, and everything under ad set is ready to go. Okay. So now go to add Garcinia. And here's something very important, okay? I know in the past I teach you guys, when you have a fan page, you want to teach people, you want to use personal names. But I noticed personal names is very easy to get complaints and very easy to get a account ban. So I try to stay away from these names, personal names anymore, okay? So what I use now, I use common cause. I love the country, I love whatever cause you have, which is a popular theme in, let's say, I'm targeting to Canada. I can say I love Canada, or I love maybe a famous travel spot in Canada. So this way, this actually makes your ad kind of like build emotional touch with your target audience. Okay, something they can relate to. I love, let's say, Maple Leafs. Okay, whatever. So you can also use some family related like this one. I love my husband, and I made a lot of money with this one. I love my husband selling T-shirts in the past. I think I shared this that case study. But you can also use this one for different campaigns, because you're targeting women, right? And women, I love my husband, I love my boyfriend. Now our target is a little bit. Most of them will be married, because if they're not married, maybe they're not having a lot of money to spend, right? So I can go with I love my husband, okay? So I use this fan page. Of course, you can create a new fan page like I love Canada, or whatever common cause you can use. Try to make it stay away from personal names, okay? So the website URL is the one I had earlier. Here's my tracking link, okay? And now the display URL, if you cloak, always pay attention. You want to enter that. Let's see, what's the URL? You want to enter this URL into that optional display URL here, okay? And if for whatever reason your campaign has been auto disapproved, you might want to switch out to a different URL. You always make sure you change this one, okay? Now enter some text, and this is the ad copy we'll be using. Here's what I love to use, okay? I didn't know this. Time to share, okay? I use the emoticon here. I ask people to share. I love to ask people to share because I want to get people engaged, and you'll be blown away. Actually, people do share, okay? So the image is very important because that decides 80% of your CTR. So now I have a Garcinia, right? I have this offer, and I will go to Google Images and try to find a Garcinia, something, okay, related. Now all these ones if the person doesn't know the product, it doesn't make sense. I can't use any image like this. So I have to go back to a women. And you have to be careful on Facebook when you're promoting a diet-related offer or a skin offer, whatever. You can't use people's part of the body. And if I go here, also you cannot use before and after. You stay away from this. And you still have a lot of options you can go with. I'm going to search, let's see, girl with perfect body. Let's see if I can find anything. And I don't want to have too much skins, so let's see if I can find anything. Girls love to show their skins. you need to bear with me because now I'm doing this live and I haven't even prepared for this one. So this is the exact process I use to find a, the image. I need to find a good image. It might have a few trial and errors until I can find something I can feel, clicked. So I need to find a girl. Basically, the purpose here is find a girl who has a good body. Okay, you want people can imagine they have the same body. Have a lean body, right? Skinny. How about skinny? And you don't want to show them show them a fat to the body. So you want to show them this one is good actually. I love this one. Also, this is also looks like a little bit amateur. All right. So what I do now is actually save the image. Lean body. Okay. Let's go to lean body. And probably because the size of the image is not 600 by 314, so that's why it's showing like this. And I may need to, change the image a little bit. But right now, you get the idea. That's how I pick an image. Just bear with me for a second. I'm going to make a few changes with this image, or pick a new image. 1 second. This one is better. Just so you know, I actually paused the screen sharing for a moment. You won't be able to see my screen. Just 1 second. There we go. You can see my screen now. I picked this image. Although this image is maybe a little bit controversial, but that's good enough. Okay. So now I didn't know this. Time to share. That's the text copy. You can sometimes leave nothing here. You don't write anything. That's still okay. This image is enough to catch people's attention. Girls when they see someone like this, they do pay attention, right? And the next part is actually the headline. Okay, the headline I love to use something. Actually, this one is not a good example. I love to use some information headline. Garcinia benefits. Let's try that one. So the way I come up with the headline is actually look at this. You know what? With this one, you can actually go back to our example. $2.99 shipping. That's the benefits people are selling, right? $2.99 shipping, whatever, shipping handling. Try it out. That's one angle you can go with, because if essentially you're selling offer a product, but the problem with this kind of title headline is people don't get what you're trying to sell, because the image doesn't match, doesn't relate to a product sell, right? They maybe think you're selling clothes. So, and what I usually do is actually kind of use the information. Okay, the information I can use about this product and the benefits I can have, and it's also a little bit curiosity seeker. So kind of like you will gain weight if you don't do this. So basically, it's unclear what you're selling, but you do have the keyword weight here, right? You will gain weight if you don't do this. Now, if people, now we were selling where? We're selling Where's the page? We were using, never mind. We were using that Garcinia product page. It's still okay. You know, if you use this kind of a headline, people are saying, you know, you will gain weight if you don't do this, and sending people to an e-commerce website. That's totally fine. Even Facebook manually review, although they never go to your landing page. Okay. Now, if you don't, I'm saying if for the visitors, for the real visitors, your targeted visitors, if they see this headline and go to your editorial page, and it totally makes sense right now, right? You will gain weight if you don't do this. So that's the headline I like to use. It's a little bit blurry, but in the meantime, it has a keyword in it, and it can get people's attention and also get people curious about what you're talking about, right? So in the description, you can leave it, or you can put something here, something like 3 secrets most people don't know about. Okay, so that's the very simple word. Okay, some people do read this part. Okay, and even though there's no 3 secrets, but you will see some people complain about it. There's no 3 secrets. Okay, and anyway, I want to use this something word like this, and this is already good for a ad. That's all you need to do. Okay, now call to action, you can have it, or you just leave it. You don't use a call to action. And for the pixel, I use pixel, but when you cloak, you have to be you have to use a special way to do the pixel. You don't want to fire the pixel directly from your network. And I do have data scripts, and Guna, I remember, actually shared the strategy to fire the pixel properly when you're cloaking. Okay, so now this ad is ready to go. I just upload this, and that's the whole process. So the initial test is ready. So next day I will see how much traffic I'm getting and how much profit I'm making. Okay, so that's the live demo. We still have next step is the scale up. Are you guys tired? I'm a little bit tired. Okay. We'll keep going, okay? Let me see if we have any questions here. Does this live demo make sense to you? I mean, did I? You might, you know, it's not a perfect demo, but you can pick up a few things here and there because that's the process I use to actually, you know, do any campaign. Okay. Bear with me a second. I cannot find my chat box. So the okay. Looks like you guys like the demo. Okay, awesome. Gabby said it could go for another 5 hours. Not tired at all. Gabby, yes, you can use just the iMovie tracks to geo-cloak. You can also use a third-party cloaker if you want to, but I'm not targeting to US most of the time. If I do, I will need a third-party cloaker. Gabby was also asking, some people are hiding the links in the liners, so they get commissions when you swipe the file. Don't worry about too much about that. Most people don't, and you can actually need to check the source page, make sure there's no scripts you don't recognize. Okay. Kenji was asking, just to be sure on this, your daily budget is $200 for one asset. If you have 10 assets with different targets, your ad spend is $2,000. Kenji, actually, that's part of the scale up strategy. Yes, you can have different assets. Greg was asking, will this work for any niche? I have my own store with t-shirts. Actually, t-shirts are a little bit different, and because most t-shirts are targeting to very small targets. Okay, and if you do have a small target, you might want to work out the strategy a little bit different, and you might want to control the budget to very low, because right now I'm targeting to 300,000 people. If you only have, let's say, 50,000 people, you probably want to start with $50. Okay, and just to test it small and see if it works. Because if you have a very small target, it's much easier for Facebook to find you good quality traffic. Okay. Julius was asking, what's the great third-party cloaker? You can use WP Cloaker, and if you want that, if you do want to get a cloaker like that, you have to reach out to me. I do have a link. I think it's being sold for $299. I can get a link for you. You only pay $99, I think, if I'm not wrong. And also, it's not an affiliate link. It's just a special link. All right. So let's move on to the scale up. Okay. Eventually, we all want to scale up the traffic and make as much profit as we want, right? And so how to ramp up? And I'm going to give you a few tips here, and it could be important, because if you want to if you have a winner, now you want to ramp up the volume, now you want to make more profits, you just need to pay this attention. Okay, don't increase the existing campaign's budget. Okay, I ask you to start a campaign. In the test campaign, you have a base budget or 2 times of base budget. If that campaign works, don't change the budget. Every time you change the budget, you're asking Facebook to reevaluate how to deliver traffic, and also that will mess up things for Facebook at least for a day, and you don't want to do that. So what you need to do is actually, you can start a new campaign. Okay, use my daily budget formula and set up the budget, let's say 2 times or 3 times of the base budget, and schedule to the next day at 6 a.m. Okay, you can pause the test campaign if you want to, or you can leave it run. Just leave it run as long as it's profitable. And if you change the budget, actually most of the people, when you do, you change the budget at PM hours. That's exactly like starting a new campaign. You mess up things because people have the quality drop issue. Okay. Each campaign, keep this in mind. Each campaign has a lifespan on Facebook, and you have to accept this. You can never run a campaign and leave it there, don't touch it, and hope to make profits. 360 days of the year. And you have to be ready to create multiple campaigns. Okay. Now, here's something. Of course, it can be dependent on your niche, on the target size. Okay. If your budget is at $200 daily budget, okay, $200 to $500, and your campaign may be profitable for 7 to 10 days. Okay. Just using my daily budget formula, you will expect to have 7 to 10 days of profitability. Okay, if your budget over 1,000, that means you're targeting to probably 1 million people or more, and the campaign maybe only have 1 or 2 days profit lifespan. Okay, you have to be very careful with this. If you want to go real crazy, I want to bid $1,000, $2,000 for the campaign, and I need to put a disclaimer here, all right? Most of the campaigns most of the offers you see, will have instant conversion, which means when the people go to the page, they convert, and you see the pixel fire, you get a commission. In this case, this if you bid $1,000 or more, it's not going to be a good thing. You will have a short lifespan. But in some, I do have an exception. Okay, there's always exception. And if you have some offers, converts takes time. Basically, it's like you go to a page, you put in your email, it may take you 7 days to convert that one. Once it converts, it pays you a high amount of commission. In that case, this you can still bid high. You can bid overbid. Okay, but the thing is, I'm not going to talk about the exception, the minority. I'm going to talk about the majority. You need to be careful with large budget campaigns. As much as you want to put $1,000, but Facebook is going to give you a hard time to make it sustain that profitability. Okay, you scale up by going lateral. You're targeting to different interests instead of bombarding the one interest. You know this interest is working good, but it only has 300,000 people, and you don't get too attached to it. You go attack all the other related interests. Maybe the other interests have 500,000 people. The other one has another 300,000 people. Go attacking them. That's how you scale. Keep in mind, if you have 5 campaigns, each has a $200 a day budget, it's better to have one campaign with a $1,000 a day budget because of the quality stress. Okay, that's why I told you 3 characters of Facebook's system. Now the quality stress is if you have a $1,000 a day budget, you put stress on Facebook. Facebook try to deliver. Facebook wants to make money, but Facebook have hard time comparing to $200 a day budget. So if you have 5 of them, it's much easier for Facebook. Facebook right now is treating each campaign separately. It's not totally based on advertisers. Okay, so go broad and go narrow at the same time. Sometimes you go broad, let's say you can go a broad targeting like dieting I did earlier, or you go narrow. Go narrow means you go smaller niche, smaller precise target, like people like a certain product. You can also do that. Once you do that, you still want to keep monitor how much, how many days you will have the profit sustained. Okay. This is something if you want to be a little bit lazy, but you might not want to do this. You can create 5 to 10 creatives for the same interest and schedule each running 1 week after another. I'm going to do a quick demo because it might not make sense to you. So basically here, for the ad set here, this is one ad set. I have this schedule, okay? I have it scheduled tomorrow, 6 a.m. Now, I can make it end. Okay, starting from 24th, I can run it for 7 days. I can stop at 31st. Let's say 11:59 p.m. So I give this campaign 7 days to run. So I will make a copy of this campaign, and the only thing different, I will make a clone. The only difference would be the ad. I will change it to a different image, and the headline can be a little bit different. Okay, that will be as a totally new ad set. Now I will create a different schedule for the other ad set, and that time will start from June 1st. I need to stop this one. Suppose this is a new one, okay? From June 1st and end on another 7 days, okay? 6 a.m. then 11:59 p.m. So this way, I have a few campaigns in the queue. All right. So that means whenever like I said earlier, the one campaign can have a profitable lifespan of 7 days, or maybe more, but that doesn't matter. What matters is now I can be a little bit lazy. I create 5 campaigns, with one shot. Now I have them queued up to run for 5 or 10 weeks. This is something I'm testing right now. If I want to be lazy, if I want to be this like hands off, I can do this. You can try this as well, okay? And also, we want to scale. Always remember, scale to other countries, all right? And the last one you want to do is run on multiple accounts, okay? Eventually, one account give you some limits. You want to spread out to a different accounts, okay? That's the scaling. Scaling is actually there are a lot of going on with the scaling. I know there's a lot of buzz going on with the scaling. Scaling, there's no a lot of secrets. You just need to try different things. And some people are talking about use very smaller budgets. I heard some people, but you need to look at your campaign. If you go after a mass market, it might not be feasible. Okay. The last step will be our foundational income. Once you have all the information. Julius was asking, do you use FB Scripper like Leadfreak? No, I don't use don't use any Scripper anymore. Okay, it's not safe. Even the audience, you cannot use too much with the script audience. Russ was asking, what was that you just said about the link? Which link? Russ, you might want to add one more information there. Okay, in the meantime, let's go on. To build a foundational income, I said earlier, the AdWords can be a good candidate to build a foundational income. I did a webinar on March 22nd this year. It talks about AdWords account management and campaign secrets. Because a lot of people have their AdWords account banned a few years back, and you can now get your accounts back. You can try different things, open a new account, and I talk a lot about the AdWords account management and also the campaign secrets. How to actually, you don't have to go through tons of courses with the PPC training. In that webinar, I talked about how you can make your campaign work. Okay, the thing to keep in mind, you want to run one niche on one AdWords account. You don't want to run multiple niches on one AdWords account. Okay, you clone the same campaign to Bing search, and now you have AdWords, you have Bing running. Bing, even though it does not have a lot of volume, but Bing you can bid broad and can still give you consistent, profits. Also, Bing is safe to cloak. Okay, so you can put multiple niches on one account. It's actually a little bit more work if you want to separate accounts by niche. But if you want to have the foundational income, you have to make sure it's steady. So that's why you need to create a new multiple accounts to run different niches on AdWords. Also, you have to prepare. You have to have this in a pipeline. You have to prepare multiple offers. And remember, once one offer is capped or is no longer available, you go to a Facebook group, or you can use ClickBank, because the last result is always ClickBank. ClickBank has many offers, even though it's not a rebill, but even with the rev share, you can still make it work. So this is something to keep in mind. Sustainable income is realistic with affiliate marketing. All right. So I've been running BizOff from the very probably 2009 or 2010 until today. In the middle there's FTC crackdown, and I honestly I really don't run anything in US right now, just because I want to be safe. I don't want to get in trouble. But basically, with that said, even with all the FTC crackdown, with all the media platform restrictions, you can still run BizOff. Okay, you can cloak, you can do things a little bit different, and it's still sustainable. It has been 5 years running this BizOff. So I'm going to move on to different niches and also make this sustainable into different niches. And that's exactly the strategy you have learned today and I have used. Okay, so this is the webinar for the AdWords account management, and this was on October 22nd this year. All right, so we can have a quick recap here. We have the first step is a market selection. The second step is traffic selection. The third is initial test. The fourth is the scale up, and the 5 is build the foundational income. That's the eventual goal. We want to build. What if we have learned, or we can get a lot of knowledge from the Facebook test and from the scale up on Facebook. Now we want to turn that into sustainable. So that's why step 5, you have to build this onto Google or Bing. All right. And last one, what's the time now? Whew, 2 hours. It's a long webinar, guys. Do you guys like this webinar so far? Let me know if you learn quite a few things. Okay. I don't want you to say just learn one thing or two. Okay. Russell, that link you're referring to the Cloaker. I have to give you the link later. Okay. All right. Everybody is saying this webinar is good. Learn quite a lot of stuff. Bruce said it's very good, but I need to go to bed. It's okay. You can catch up the evening session if you want to. All right, so I want to show you something else. The cliffhanger strategy for black hat offers. I actually talked about a few. I mentioned this earlier. I did one webinar on creative and safe angles to promote any offers on Facebook, and also did one think outside the box offer, right? So if you want to, promote black hat offers, you have to be a little bit creative. You can't do things everybody is doing. Now, the first thing is most of the people don't understand why they have their account under review or you have their account banned or shut down, okay? So far, Facebook's negative comments and positive score system is far from accurate, okay? You start a new campaign, you can see the negative and positive both are high, which doesn't make any sense even though you don't receive any comments or likes, okay? So it's still at the early stage. So what matters now, Facebook rely heavily on user reports and user hides. Like a user report a post, report an ad, or hide from seeing your ads again. That's a big warning sign for Facebook. And also, if they want to know, if Facebook wants to know if your ad is good, they will rely heavily on the likes and the shares. Okay, if people like your post or they share a lot, of course, that's a positive sign. Now, Facebook will use a percentage, and the negative over a certain percentage will trigger human review or autoban. Now, if you ask what is the percentage, I don't know. It has to be a percentage, but this percentage is kind of like a feel. Okay, you have the past. Sometimes it's hard to gauge this because you don't know how many people hide your post. And you only know how many people actually made better comments or negative or nasty comments, right? You never know how many people hide your post. So for this reason, you need to do something to make sure people like your campaign, like your landing page, okay? Also keep this in mind, some niches are prone to nasty comments. This includes BizUp and gambling, which I have done both of them, okay? Gambling, even with all the nasty comments, I can still keep one account running for a few months, all right? And some niches are less offensive to their visitors and also depend on the ALTA. Remember ALTA is educated level of the targeted audience. And if you run some niches, you'll be surprised people don't complain. And the only way to find out if your niche is good or not is test. You never know this until you test. And if you find out some negative comments on the main theme, you can switch to our cliffhanger strategy, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Okay, and also keep in mind, Facebook bot or human review will never, maybe not never, but most of the time, 99% of the time, they don't click onto the next page, which means they don't click onto your offer. All right, so that's hard to believe, but for whatever reason, Facebook doesn't have this strategy in place. They just look at the percentage. If you have received enough complaints, they buy your account. Do they care about what you're promoting? They don't really care. Okay, so the cliffhanger strategy works this way. And also I get this idea from talking with some friends, some members. And depends on the niche, find an informative and a compliant article. It can be an educational piece or a real story. And in this story, try to stay away from video or picture driven articles. Use plain text. Just some news report, some with 200, 500 words of text. That's good. Okay, you copy that story to your own page and remove all the links. All right, just one article without any distractions. Let's call this page as landing page 1. At the end of the story, you have a link to your editorial landing page, and which will be landing page 2. All right, that's the whole structure. It sounds simple, right? And if you want to make this work, you have to be careful with a few things. First thing, landing page 1 needs to be a frame. It puts readers into the emotional responses of your niche. If you want to promote a diet or weight loss offer, you have to find a story related in this niche and make sure people feel they have some problem with their own weight. Okay, if you promote money related offers, like based off like gambling, you have to find a story talking about money and also triggers that people's emotion and they have something to worry about. That's their money worries. Okay, and also make sure the story is real. Okay, you don't want to make up story now because now it's easy. You find there are a lot of available if you want to find real stories. If you promote a health offer, find a educational article is also good. Like I remember earlier, I tried in a demo, I tried to find a article talking about the benefits of the Garcinia, and you can actually use that one to promote. Actually, sending people to that landing page. Now the difference is now you host that landing page on your own website. Also, like this article, 5 rules to build muscle without adding fat. So this is one article you can use. You can Google this. There are a ton of such articles online. You just copy this and post onto your own website. And the key here is cut the story short at the end. Leave them at a cliffhanger. You can modify the story to add some, angular words to match your offer. Then use a continue link, which points them to landing page 2, which is the editorial page. I hope this makes sense because there's a lot of text here, and I hope I can have a demo here, but this is hard to demo. And the reason you want to cut them short is because you want them to click onto the continue. So once they do click on the continue, you can pop up the landing page 2. And in the meantime, in the back end, in the background, you can redirect the landing page 1 to a real page 2, or you simply just only show them landing page 2. Now, if you ask, you cut people short, people don't get the second part of the story. What happens if they get angry or not? Well, they do. Some people really do. They will come back to tell you, what's going on. There's no second part, right? So it doesn't matter. What matters is now people don't complain about the first story, the first part. Okay, you show them the landing page 2. That's important because now we are building a positive feedback from the visitors. Okay, in this page, the only outgoing link is the continue. Do not use a banner. Just use a simple blue link. Okay, as simple as possible. The whole page is one article, and with only one way to go out, either leave the page or continue to the next page. Okay, you can use the cloak the editorial link if you want to. That means when people click on the continue, you want to cloak that page to show something legit. That's fine, but you don't have to most of the time because Facebook will never go to the next page. Now, if you're done right, if this is done right, you can get decent ROI, still get a decent ROI, all right? And the ad, first thing you have to make sure the ad needs to get high CTR. This is very easy to get, okay? Very easy to attain, and I get as low as 20 cents per click to the landing page 1, and I average about sometimes I test a lot, okay? Test a lot. I improve the click to the landing page to up to 70%. So let's say you can get 65%, and this will end up giving you 30% CPC to landing page 2. Okay, that's not bad at all, right? Because even you promote direct cloak, and many times you cannot even get a 30 cents CPC. All right, so now I'm going to give you a quick demo. I don't know if I have a demo here. All right, food loses weight. Let's see. So if you want to promote a weight loss offer, here's what I do. You want to go find some article, okay? Educational piece or whatever. So 9 foods to help you lose weight. This is a good one. I like this one is because it has 9. You know, this article, you copy 9 foods to help you lose weight. And a very easy strategy is I cut off my, let's say 5, number 5, okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see this page actually cut off here, right? Now, the difference is now I'm going to use the continue here, all right? Suppose everything on this page is gone. I only have this on the page, only not even this links, okay? No link anywhere. And when they come here 5, the only way to go, if this page is engaging, if this educational piece is engaging or story is engaging, they will click on the next link, and it can be up to 70% people will click on this one. Once they click on this one, they go to your landing page 2, which is your editorial page, and it's fine. They will be surprised you're showing a totally style landing page with advertorial. That's okay. It still can work. Okay, I get it. A 50 to 100% ROI from that. Now, the difference is that people don't complain is because they think maybe there's something wrong, maybe this is the ad, but they don't complain because you're promoting a good story. It's not like before. They right away they see, hey, this is gambling, and we should get rid of gambling once and for all. All those nasty comments will be gone. All right, so this makes this easier. I hope this makes sense. I'm going to give a few bonus tips here. If you want to test the Black Hideaway, run 100% click to Whitehead landing page 1, gather enough engagement. So that means you have this set up, you have the cliffhanger strategy landing page set up, you run traffic, run 100 clicks to the landing page 1, and probably spend $20 or $30 on that. That's fine. And it's ideal if you get some positive comments, but you should definitely have some shares, okay? And likes is easy to get, but you ask people to share. Share is more powerful, all right? If there's no negative comments, you can switch landing page 1 to landing page 2. So that means when people click on the ad, they go directly to landing page 2, okay? You're going to have much less negative comments when you have a few good comments there first. So this is people follow the herd, all right? People don't speak up when most people talk about the positive things. This is just a human psychology. They see a few positive ones, and of course, sometimes people, they're party breakers. There are some people nasty, really nasty. They will speak the contrary, right? But most people don't. When they see the first 3 comments are good, wow, this is amazing, those kind of stuff. And even though they don't like this one, they won't really speak up. So for this way, you will keep your positive comments going for a long time. And remember I said earlier, your campaign probably only have a lifespan of 10 days or 7 days. And by the time when you see some negative comments, it's already time to stop the campaign and delete it. And once they delete it, it's gone. And it won't affect your account. All right? If you do see some negative comments comes up, you delete the campaign. Let's say you have 2 or 3. And even 2 or 3 is very conservative. You have 2 or 3 negative comments are really not negative. Some people just complain. They complain about everything anyways. And you will you probably won't have any highs. People report your post, report your story. So if you start over, that will be fine. It deletes everything from the system. Okay? All right, so have you liked the training so far? I know I asked it earlier. I know you guys like it, and we are at 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's I told you I have a lot to share, but even this is still only part of what I planned. Okay, I can't I can't cover them all. And Julius was asking no videos. I thought Guru guys said video can work when we use video in. Yeah, video should be working, but I never test the videos. If I don't test, I can't share. I can't give you any strategies. Okay, guys, I'm going to go over a few things real quick. I'm looking for two people on the one-on-one coaching, okay? And I will, stick to the end of the webinar, because at the end of the webinar, I'm going to tell you how to get your deposit back. But first, you have to hear me out on a pitch, okay? I'm looking for 2 students on one-on-one. The reason I'm doing this one-on-one is because I have so many campaigns I want to run. I know it's going to work, and some of them test is working easily. It looks like it's money everywhere. And I want to get someone help him out. You guys know I work alone. I don't have employees. I don't even have outsourcers. I do everything on my own. And I'm building a team. All right, I will be working on that too. But right now, I need to get someone to kind of like get into the money together with me. All right, I will basically give you the proven campaigns to run. I'll give you the offers, the liners, the traffic sources, and including some traffic sources outside of Facebook or AdWords, okay? And, like I said, I have more proven campaigns that I can handle. And I will work with you side by side to get a Facebook or AdWords account. I know even in the past I talked about how to get a Facebook accounts. People still had trouble. They must be done something wrong, but it's not feasible for me to work with every one of my students to go over what you did wrong, to fix the problem. So if you work with one-on-one with me, I will be able to help you out with one-on-one. I can watch over your shoulder, see how you did it, what you did wrong, and fix the problem, so you have no problem getting Facebook accounts or AdWords accounts. Now, I will guarantee you make conservatively $50,000 profit in the next 12 months. You will be working with me for 12 months, okay? And I'm not going to say, okay, you're going to make $50,000 in the next 3 months. I never try to hype people into any of my trainings. The reason is there's no magic switch, magic pill in marketing. You have to work hard on it, all right? And also, I will help you build foundational income for your business. You must have the financial resources, because it's going to cost you money up front, and it's not going to be cheap. And you must have the ability to execute quickly what I teach. And if I ask you to do something, if I ask you to set up a campaign on Facebook, test whatever niche, you have to get it done. If you don't get it done like real quick, it's not going to be a good. It's not going to be good for us to work together, because I love people to execute quick. Okay, and also you must have made some money online before. Some people maybe say, hey, if this is for newbie, for beginners, it depends. Some people, I do realize some people consider them to be a newbie just because they never made money before. But technically, they are all good. They know all the liner, they know all the tracking, they set up a campaign, no problem, and they get things done. So in this case, you probably want to reach out to me too. All right. So the fee is $30,000. Okay, it's not cheap. And now the thing is, you have made $100 deposit. That's a goodwill, and you do show up on this webinar. That's a commitment. I do appreciate your commitment, and I want to reward you on that. So your fee will be discounted to $25,000. All right, and you can apply here, because we need to get on call. I will talk with you. I will gather information about you, and because you made a deposit, so basically like already committed to show your sincerity. Okay, so go to massiveprofitsystem.com next, and you can fill out the form, and we can schedule a call. All right. If we kind of work together, no problem. I will refund you $100, and there's no anything holding you back. All right. And I know this is a coaching, and it's not designed for everyone. So I have something for you guys who are not a member with Massive Profit System yet, because you already made a $100 deposit, and I'm going to match up. I'm going to put another $100 from my own pocket, and now it's like you have paid me $200. So you have $200 credit, and I want to give you a special. And Massive Profit System is currently priced at $997, so $1,000, and you only need to pay $797 to become a member. Okay. This is the only discount I ever give out. I never give discounts on this membership, on this program, and the price of the program is only going up. All right. Every time I open this program, I go up $300 or $200. So next time you see this, it will go up. All right. And so a quick intro about this Massive Profit System training. You will get access to all the past 7 mega webinars. The webinar, today's webinar, we're running at almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. So when I do a webinar, I want to put 100% on it. I want to give it all. I don't hold anything back. If you go back, check your notes. If you don't learn at least 5 or 10 new things, you're asking me to give you money back, to give you another $100 for wasting your time. Okay, that's my guarantee, because if the information I share with you is not recycled from other gurus, because the information I share with you is new information I learned from my own campaigns. Okay, so the last 7 webinars we did, I covered a lot of stuff. This is only part of it. That includes Facebook account management. People have trouble getting Facebook accounts. Once they get accounts shut down. So they have this problem. I covered that in the webinar. Also, you can see the whole process is my black hat to white hat strategy progression. I did 2 webinars just for promoting black hat offers on Facebook, and you can see the whole process. Okay, and also you can do some hacks to account score and campaign score. And I cover different strategies to do market research, and you will have a detailed look of the daily budget formula. Okay, I'll also have an updated daily budget formula later, and you will see that in the webinar training as well. Of course, you see this earlier. I have creative ways to promote any offers, and for my accounts with Facebook, usually lasts a few months, and I really don't have much problem having the account last for me. So if you don't have that accounts sustainable, you should definitely look into my past webinars. All right. Also, I talked about thinking outside the box. And last year, we also did a member Q&A webinar. This year, we will be doing another Q&A webinar. I will be answering your questions. And also, last year, did a closing of 2014 webinar. You will find some Zen stuff on that webinar. All right. I also talked about AdWords account and campaign secrets. We will be doing a new webinar next in June, and I'll be share a lot more traffic insights. Today, we're really limited by time, so I will sharing more information about the traffic platforms. Before you even get into that, you should know how this traffic is acting, right? And I will also share with you a power nap strategy I use, and people call me the sleeping dragon. And I will share with you the power nap strategy I use to get a limited supply of energy throughout the day. It's like you never get tired. Even though I talked for 2 hours, I can still get it going, keep going. But it's amazing if you have this power nap strategy for your business. All right. Also, I will talk a lot about on the mindset. I hope I have time for this today, but I have to leave this on to the next webinar, because the mindset is something amazing I discovered people having the growth mindset and a fixed mindset. That's what I call the G mindset and F mindset. And it's not a Google and a Facebook, okay? With the growth mindset, you can do a lot of things differently. Like I took the ripstick training. It's, people with a fixed mindset will say, hey, you're not a sports person, you don't do that, right? But for me, I would love to try something new, and I want to see if I can do skateboarding, and I tried, and I end up doing pretty good right now, okay? Also, you have access to dozens of mini trainings, and you have access to our Skype mastermind group and also our Facebook mastermind group, and also we will have a Basecamp membership site. You have access to all the past trainings, files, scripts, software, okay? So this is the only one-time fee, $7.97 now, for ongoing training for Facebook strategies. Facebook is training every day. Like, I spend time working on the campaigns for 1 month, 2 months, then I will share what I learned. The strategies change, but what I do never change, because I keep learning, keep thinking, keep coming up with new strategies to work with Facebook. Also, you will have personal interaction with me and other members, and also you will get access to my private and GVD trainings. Last year I did one social arbitrage training and showed people how to do over $10,000 a day. Just by doing social arbitraging, we did good, and that's very rare opportunity, and I want to share with my members. All right, you will also get access to software and scripts needed to run your business. And now in our group, we have our member Pat. He shared his pre-sale crusher to our members only for free. Everybody get this program for free. It's a very good program for you to build websites, build landing pages, okay, to pre-sell your traffic. Okay, I will also show you how to do pixel firing. This comes from our member, because we do share information inside this member. This comes from Guna. He shares how to fire pixels safely. When you click on Facebook, you don't want to share directly the pixel to Facebook so they can see you're firing the pixel from a CPA offer. Okay, you want to fire from a safe place. So you have all the information and you need to do that. Also, you can do the same with customer audience. When you want to build retargeting campaigns, if you do cloaking, it's not easy to do customer audience, but with this strategy, you can do customer audience, okay? So you can retarget to the audience. And you can get special deals to get tracking software like the iMobi Tracks I showed you earlier. I can get you a special coupon. So instead of paying $179 a month, you probably want to pay $129, okay? And also I can do intro to CPA networks. If you need to get into a CPA network, I will do an intro to you, so you will get taken care of by the most sophisticated affiliate managers, all right? Now, we also do group tests. So today I share with you a few strategies you can use for your own campaigns. You go back and do the campaign. Some of you will come back to me and tell me all kinds of information I need to know and adjust the strategy. Then I will share to the group. So with all this is ongoing training. This is a one-time fee only, but this package is easily worth $3,000, okay? But you're not paying that. You only pay $797 today. So if you want to become a member, go to massiveprofitsystem.com/next. Pay only $797. That's a one-time fee. For all my members, I do not offer refunds. The reason I do not offer refunds, if you think today we spend 2.5 hours, you're still not convinced I can give you real value, I can really help you, you know, I don't know what will, okay? So even I offer refund, but most people, if they join, like me, if I buy something, if I had no intention to implement, I won't even buy. The refund policy is not even me. It's not, you know, it's not even helpful. If I want to do something, I buy it, and I will not ask for the refund. So for the same thing for this one, because I want someone who can really commit, and also for the people who join, you will need to sign an NDA. All right. Lastly, okay, sorry to keep you so long. If you want to get a deposit back, no matter what I have said, go to massiveprofitsystem.com/next. Okay, and no hard feelings. If you really think this is it, I don't have the budget, you know, I want to get my money back. So no problem. And let me actually post the link to the group, okay? So this is the link to go to, and just go to the link, whatever choice you have, you can see you can have 3 options to choose. If you are interested in the one-on-one coaching, you can talk with me, and if you want to join the MPS program, you can pick the second one. If you just want to get your deposit back, no problem, you pick the third one, okay? And I leave this up to you, and this has a deadline. Everything has to have a deadline, otherwise there will be no action. So this will be cut off at Wednesday, May 27th. That's next Wednesday. So if you want to take action, whatever action you want to take, go to massiveprofitsystem.com/next. And I think we have been running, let's see, 2 hours 30 minutes. So I really appreciate you guys, okay? You know, when I asked for the deposit, I know a lot of people actually had a hard time. They have actually, I just realized it's actually long weekends. It's Memorial Day in the U.S. You know, I didn't know that. You know, probably that's actually stop a lot of people come and join me. But anyway, I do really appreciate and thank you for, you know, every one of you for showing up today and learn stuff. If I want to teach, I really want you to learn. It doesn't make sense to do a pitch webinar, do a hype webinar. You got nothing out of it. So I do hope you have learned something here. And what you to do next is actually go take action, set up a campaign. I showed you a live demo today. You know the whole process. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. And on Facebook, on Skype. And lastly, I do hope to see you as a Massive Profit System member, because the training is, you know, the best training I can ever give is this place. All right. So with all that said, I hope to see you guys in the training, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. And now, unless you have something else to say, let me see. Check on questions. Da-da-da. Mike Jones was asking, how can we get the previous YouTube link that cover the previous presentations. Sorry, Mike, the only way to get in is actually become a massive profit system member. I can no longer give free training to everyone. So sorry about that. Drew was asking if there one-on-one, if there a payment plan for one-on-one coaching. Sure, I definitely can work that out. Yeah. Julius was asking if will there be a replay available. I actually going to an evening session, do an evening session too. It's going to be a live replay, and also in a, probably by Monday I will get a replay to you guys who attend the webinar. Kenji said this session is super awesome. I haven't slept for the past 24 hours, but this session kept me awake fully. Okay, good. All right. Okay. I guess unless you have other questions, you can always reach out to me on Facebook, on Skype, and also I will leave this screen running here while people are placing orders or sending in the one-on-one form. And that's all for today. Thank you, guys. Bye now.
Hi, just wanted to send out a quick shout out to my friend and my internal marketing coach, Eric Chen. Eric, thank you for all you have taught me over the past 6 months. My name is Gunnar Devendran. I joined Eric's massive profit system in May of 2014. I got to know Eric just a few months prior to that. Let me put it this way. Things are a lot better for me when it comes to Facebook marketing since I joined the massive profit system. I have been a part-time marketer for a very long time. This year I decided to do it full-time, and I'm glad I found Eric. I'm now spending most of my time on internet marketing due to many things that I've learned from Eric. I'm already making $1,000 per day.
Hi, you need to sign up for Massive Profit System. I've been doing affiliate marketing online full-time for the past 10 years. I've bought tens of thousands of dollars of marketing courses during that time. At the beginning of this year, I joined Eric's Facebook group, FB Playroom. I was immediately impressed with Eric's knowledge of advertising on Facebook. He was sharing knowledge that I knew was cutting edge and rarely shown by other gurus. Special program in the group. I did not hesitate to join. It's been less than 2 weeks since I've been in this program, and I did over $800 profit yesterday. Today I should do over $1,000 in profit. Eric is a brilliant marketer, and I'm so happy to have joined Massive Profit System. I'm so glad I decided to join and not to let the opportunity slip by. You should not let the opportunity slip by either.